Bentley, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We talk about all things business, entrepreneurial and wholesalers and manufacturers on this channel. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, please click the subscribe button, like the video and also click the notification bell so that you'll be made aware when I post more content. So today I'm going to be talking about ways to make extra money. But I'm also going to be focusing on ways to make extra money if you want to start a business and you've either been rejected from loan companies or you don't want to take out a loan, but you need to get that funding so you can start your business, or for people who've already started their business but they're not getting enough sales as they've expected and they need more money to, pump into their business so that they can promote their business properly and just get the business to where it needs to get to. So hopefully my tips will be beneficial to someone out there. But if there's anybody else who has any tips or any advice, please don't hesitate to comment in the comment section, because each one teach one. My first tip to make extra income is simple. Monetize your social media accounts. So you're probably thinking, what do I mean by monetizing your social media accounts? I would say, let's just say Instagram. If you've got 5,000 followers and above and you have a clear interest on your page, so it could be you love makeup, so you're always doing makeup tutorials, or you're always buying makeup products and you're leaving, little mini reviews on your social media page, I think it's time for you to just build up that courage and approach brands and ask if they would like to collaborate with you, okay? When you collaborate with brands, you get paid, yes. So that's what I would advise, for you to do. If you've got a good large following on your social media accounts, approach brands and ask to collaborate with them so that you can get paid and you can monetize your social media accounts and basically get paid to do something that you enjoy doing. The next thing that I would suggest for you to do is to freelance. There are so many businesses out there who outsource help. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of businesses who don't have on-site or in-house staff. So they use freelancers to do administrative tasks. They use freelancers to do web design, SEO, graphic design, whatever it is, you name it. There are plenty of avenues for freelancers to go down. If you're unsure about what it is that you could offer as a paid service to become a freelancer, I would suggest that you head over to platforms such as Fiverr, Upwork, and People Per Hour. Have a look at the services that freelancers are already offering, identify what it is that you can do, and then I would say to join these platforms and promote yourself as a freelancer and offer your services so that you can help businesses out there who are looking for freelancers and also help people who are looking for freelancers. So putting your services out there on these freelancer platforms is another way for you to make money. Another way for you to make money is to take part in either online surveys or in-person surveys. So surveys ultimately. So in regards to the online surveys, we'll go with that one. These ones are easy. These ones are very, very, just quick and easy for you to get signed up. So companies such as Swagbucks, Taluna and UK Populous Live, if you sign up to these, they will basically email you and let you know when a survey becomes available. Fill out a few questions, and if you match what it is that they're looking for, they will contact you and let you know that they would like you to take part in an online survey. With these platforms that I've mentioned, such as Populous Live, Taluna and Swagbucks, you have to build up amount of points in order for you to get paid. So if you don't mind completing online surveys in your spare time, the platforms I've suggested would definitely be beneficial to you. In-person research is another way for you to make money, and the money is quite good as well. So you're looking sometimes from financial ranges of £30 to £200 and even more. It depends on what kind of research you're doing. So you've got various options. If you want loads and loads and loads, of money, I would definitely say to take part in clinical research. So what that is there are a lot of clinical trials going on where, you know, the NHS and just the clinical bodies want to put out new medications, but they need to test it out on humans first before they put it out there for sale. So normally what they do is they advertise that they are looking for people to take part in clinical trials. You would sign up. If you fit the description of what they're looking for, they will contact you and you will take part in this clinical trial. Clinical trials can last from sometimes to, you know, from 3 days to a couple of months, depends on what it is that you're trialing, what drug you're trialing. So if you don't mind, you know, taking part in clinical trials, I would say to sign up to these, because I know that you can get paid from like £1,000 and above to do clinical trials, depending on what you're doing. Another way for you to get paid for your opinion is in-person surveys. So those things can be take part in research and research opinions. So that's sometimes where you sign up to these platforms and you either do research trials online via Zoom or in person face to face. The financial aspect of these can range, you know, differently from each survey that you take part in. Sometimes you may get paid £50, £70, £200. It depends on what company it is, it depends on what project it is, and it depends on the duration of the survey that you're doing. So ultimately, have a look at online research, clinical research, and just in-person research, because you can get paid for your opinions and also you'll get paid for your time. So yeah, surveys, research trials, they are the way to go if you want to get money. Another way for you to make some money is for you to either one, rent out your room if you have a spare room, or two, to become a host family. So that's also, if you have a spare room, that's how you'll become a host family. So if you don't mind having, you know, a lodger in your property with you, and or a foreign exchange student, if you want to become a host family, then I would say look into renting out a room. Also, you know, look at signing up to become a host family. There are platforms in the UK such as Rent a Room, spareroom.co.uk and Ideal Flatmate. If you want to become a host family, there are companies such as UK Guardians and Study Abroad UK. I'm also going to put in the description box some platforms for you to sign up to if you're in the US, if you want to rent out a room in the US, or if you want to become a host family in the US. But please, 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 especially if you are based in the UK, okay? If you are renting out a room, you do have to make the council aware, because especially if you're renting out, let's just say from a housing association, or if you live in a council property, you could be deemed as subletting, which would ultimately get you in trouble. So if you are wanting to do this, you have to look at your tenancy agreement to make sure that you are able to rent out a room, okay? So the next suggestion for you to make some money. Sometimes this can be a quick way for you to make money, but it's for you to sell your old clothes, sell unwanted things, and just sell stuff that you aren't using. Platforms such as eBay, Depop, Vinted, you know, it's time for you to let go of items that you just aren't wearing. If you have, I don't know, a cupboard full of old clothes, old toys, old shoes, go through it, see what's in good condition, take some photos and put it up and sell it. Stop holding on to things thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to wear it soon, or I can pass it down to someone. No, you're sitting on money. You need to sell these things so that you can, one, free up some space, and secondly, make the money that you need to fund your business. So selling your old stuff, your unwanted gifts, your unwanted things, sell it. So another way for you to make some money is to test websites and test apps, okay? So this is another way that companies test out new products that they want to put out, but they can't put it out to the general public just yet because they haven't actually tested it. So before companies put out apps and websites, they always test it out on a small group of people. So if you don't mind testing out apps and websites before they are launched to the public, it's time for you to sign up to companies that are looking for people to test their websites and new apps. Okay, in order to join these companies to test websites and to test apps, you do have to have a good level of basic reading skills. So just bear that in mind. Your reading skills need to be quite good because there is a lot of reading that needs to be done before you actually carry out the tasks that they're asking for. So yeah, good level of reading skills, good level of English is quite essential for these companies. Companies that you can sign up to are Testing Time, User Testing, User Feel, and Try My You. I'm going to put the information in the description box so that you can check them out yourself. Another way for you to make money is to become a virtual assistant. Yes, there are businesses who are literally specifically just looking for virtual assistants. So ultimately, if you're an administrator or if you've done administrative tasks virtually before, so that's basically where you work from home, it's time to get yourself out there, sign up to these companies that are looking for virtual administrators. And if you are employed and you work part-time and you've got a few hours to spare, become a virtual assistant. Or if you are unemployed and you have got a lot of free time on your hands and you do know that you've got the administrative virtual assistant experience, definitely sign up to these companies and get signed on and get paid. The contracts can last sometimes from just a couple of weeks to a couple of months, but money is money. It all adds up. So yeah, definitely sign up to become a virtual assistant. Another way for you to make some extra money is to sign up to companies who are looking for drivers to deliver food. So in the UK, we've got your Deliveroo, we've got Just Eat, we've got Uber Eats. In America, you've got your Postmates, etc. If you've got a car, if you've got a motorbike, if you've got a pedal bike and you've got some free time on your hands and you know that you need that extra money for your business, it's time for you to sign up to these food delivery companies because they are looking for drivers all the time. Another example for you to make money off the back of what I've just suggested there is to basically, if you've got time, to sign up to companies such as Uber, Ola and Lyft. And these companies are basically, services, well, we would call them taxi services in the UK, but basically they are companies who operate on apps, and you can basically sign in and request to get a driver via the phone and they will come to you. So these are freelance taxi drivers who are signed up to these companies, and they will drop you from one destination to another. So if you do have a spare time, you've got a car and you want to make extra money, definitely look at the companies such as Uber, Ola and Lyft, because they are always looking for drivers to join their companies and take lovely citizens like myself from one destination to another. So if you like kids, you've got a clean criminal record, and you've got some spare time, I would say it's time to put your services out there and look after some people's kids. Childcare services pays very, very well. I know because I'm a mother and I pay for these services. So I'm aware that childcare services are in demand. Whether you have time on the weekend or, I don't know, late in the evening, so that you can do late evening babysitting or weekend babysitting, whatever time that you have spare, please put yourself out there, because there are parents like me who need your services, we need your help, and also you are getting paid to do something that you enjoy doing, you know, looking after kids and just helping parents who need the extra help to, you know, have some free time and just to ultimately have a break. So yes, babysitting is another way for you to make extra income. But yes, I hope my tips were helpful to someone today. I will see you next week and take care. Bye.